All right guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a little leaf raking job here in Long Point. Just came to check the job out and stuff like that. Most of the trees haven't really kind of fallen yet. They've still got all their leaves and stuff like that. So just doing the eaves and stuff like that today, kind of checking the job out and stuff like that, and probably come back in a few weeks. But figured I'd set a little GoPro up by the lake here, seeing as they're right on the edge, and finish the eaves. Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so we're back home and trying to come up with an idea for, need some kind of strainer or something to start taking the bark off of my walnuts shells. Thinking some kind of shaker kind of thing, but some are starting to dry out now. Don't really want the actual walnut itself, I just want the husk. So got to figure out some kind of, like I said, some kind of strainer that I can kind of shake the skins off. That's the part that I get the dye out of. So we'll see if we can come up with something in the garage for that. But yeah, jump back into that now. All right, so I've gone ahead and made myself a little walnut strainer just to get the husks off. It's just a bunch of layers of different old fencing and stuff like that I had. An old, angled iron of cardboard, kind of doctored up just to make a little strainer. But yeah, I think it'll work just to get the husks off the walnuts. That's the only part I really need. So let's see if this works. All right, so if this is turning into a grater more than a strainer, it seems to be working all right for that, but this stuff is still pretty wet. I might have to let it dry a little more. This container here is a lot more airtight than the ones I've had before. Usually the air blows right through it. With the amount that I've got this year and how wet they are, I might have to let them dry a little longer before I can, harvest it. But yeah, it's definitely, good for stain and stuff like that. Sorry, staining my fingers. But yeah, that's all I want is just the husks. Once I get that, I'll just fill it full of water. And then in the wintertime, I'll just boil that down after it concentrates for a bit. Boil it by at least half. And then I add rubbing alcohol, which kind of makes it so it lasts longer and stuff like that. And it seems to work pretty good. It's not the best stain, but it's free. It doesn't cost me nothing. So yeah, we'll let this air a little more and get back to her during the year.